The first thing I felt was pain. Deep, burning, bone-heavy pain that pulsed through every heartbeat. The second thing I felt was weightlessness, like my body was floating in warm air. And then I heard voices. Low, echoing, not human. His vitals stabilized. Unbelievable. A human survived 8 blade strikes. He shielded the child, without hesitation. A memory flashback all at once. The marketplace. The alien child screaming. The attackers swarming. My body moving before my brain. Blades. 8 of them. Everything going dark. I gasped. Light flooded my eyes. A ceiling. Crystal. Glowing veins of blue running across it. A room. Metallic but alive. Like the walls breathed. And towering figures surrounding me. Kneeling. Not standing. Kneeling. The tallest one lifted his head. He was a Zyrati, 8-foot, armored skin, eyes glowing like molten gold. A warrior species feared across half a galaxy. He pressed a fist to his chest and bowed. Human protector, he said, voice vibrating the air. We honor your awakening. I blinked stupidly. What? Another warrior bowed even lower. You took blade after blade meant for our young prince. You offered your life where our own gods failed. We acknowledge your valor. My heartbeat stuttered. Prince? I had shielded a kid, some tiny, trembling alien with silver markings and big violet eyes. A prince? What happened to the kid? I croaked. A soft voice answered from my left. I'm here. The small Zyrati child stepped forward, wearing royal garments stitched with glowing threads. He looked so different from the terrified child in the market, still small, but confident. When he reached me, he bowed. I live because of you. My chest tightened. One of the elite warriors stood. Unlike the others, his armor bore royal insignias, the personal crest of the Zyrati Supreme God. He spoke with reverence. Your act was one our own legends failed to match. To shield a child not of your species, knowing death was certain, such honor is rare among the stars. I didn't think, I said weakly. He was just a kid. The warrior nodded deeply. And that is why your act is extraordinary. Another warrior stepped forward, holding what looked like a ceremonial spear. We believed humans fragile, weak, yet you bled for our prince until your muscles failed, until the blade struck bone. He sank to one knee. You have corrected our ignorance. My throat tightened. Why are you all kneeling? I'm not. I'm nobody. The commander looked at me with something like respect carved into stone. You are Cullida. I stared. I'm a what? Cullida, he repeated. A title given in our culture to one who protects royalty at the cost of their own life. The highest honor, one given only 3 times in 10,000 cycles. He bowed again. You saved the heart of our future. Your blood sealed a bond between our peoples. My head spun. The prince reached out and gently touched my arm, his small hand warm against my skin. Will you stand? Please. I want you to see something. 2 warriors lifted me carefully from the healing bed. I realized that I wasn't just floating. I had been in some kind of suspended regeneration field. My wounds were sealed. My breathing smooth. My body whole. They guided me out of the chamber. What I saw next made my mind go blank. Hundreds, no, thousands of Zyrati warriors stood in formation across a vast hall of shimmering obsidian. Their armor glowed with battle markings, their spears raised in a salute that echoed like thunder. When they saw me, they went silent. Then, in perfect unison, they knelt. A wave of metallic impact rolled through the hall, thousands of armored knees hitting the floor. The sound rattled my bones. A voice boomed from the far end of the hall. Step forward, human. I recognized him instantly, the Zyrati monarch. Even taller than the warriors, wearing a mantle of living crystal that shifted colors with every breath. He approached me slowly. "My son lived because of you," he said. "You intervened where none of our elite even saw the threat coming." He extended his hand, not down to me, but openly, as an equal. "For that, we offer you the right of honor, the bond of the Kalida, a place among our warriors for as long as your heart beats." I shook my head. "I'm not a soldier. I'm not a hero. I just reacted." The monarch smiled, a rare, strange expression on his Irati face. "Courage is not a talent. It is a choice, and you chose well." He turned and gestured for the crowd to rise. When they stood, the whole trembled. The monarch continued, "There is something else you must see." He motioned to the prince. The boy stepped forward and activated projection. A hologram flickered to life, video from the marketplace. It showed me tackling the child, curling around him as the attackers struck. Each stab landed on me, not him. Each blow I absorbed willingly. My body flinched, shook, bled, but I refused to move. I watched myself collapse, still shielding him even after losing consciousness. The whole remained silent. The monarch looked at me with fierce intensity. "Do you understand now why your act echoes across our empire?" I swallowed hard, my own voice catching. "I just didn't want a kid to die." "And that," he said softly, "is why you are worthy." The prince stepped closer. "You saved me," he whispered. "So now your life is mine to protect." I blinked. "That's not necessary." He shook his head. "It is law. You carry my safety in your scars. So I will carry yours." The monarch nodded. "From this day, human, you are under the personal protection of the royal house." The commander slammed the butt of his spear against the ground. "All who threaten him will answer to us." The whole echoed with a roar of agreement. The monarch lifted a ceremonial band of luminous metal. "Kneel," he said gently. "Let us bind the vow." My heart pounded. "I'm not from your world," I whispered. "I don't know your customs. I don't belong here." "Vela belongs everywhere," the monarch said, "and today it belongs with you." My legs moved on instinct. I knelt. The whole erupted in a deep, resonant hum as the monarch placed a glowing band around my arm. It tightened, bonding with my skin in a painless surge of warmth. When it settled, it glowed faintly with a symbol, the crest of the royal family. Gasps rolled from the watching crowd. "He bears a crest. The human is truly Kalida. It is sealed." The monarch stepped back. "You rose alone," he said. "You will not stand alone again." The prince took my hand. "Come," he said. "I want to show you the palace. And I want you to stay." I looked at him, this small life I had almost died protecting. And somehow it didn't feel strange. It felt right, like a place I hadn't known I belonged to. I stood slowly, and the entire hall bowed their heads. Not in mockery, not in expectation, in gratitude, in honor, in respect I had never known before. And for the first time since the blade struck me, I finally felt alive,